Thank you to you wonderful subscribers. It's much appreciated. Now, what I want to talk to you about today is the ISBNs and low content books and creating a series with low content books and how that's changed now this month in May 2022. I'd love to know how people are adjusting to it. Is it affecting them? Is it affecting you? It's not really affecting me. I have some low content books. I don't think it'll affect me in the future as long as things stay as they are and they don't sort of grow arms and legs and turn into something hideous. But as it stands, it's not a problem. Low content books will rarely make it to expanded distribution. And really that's why you would want an ISBN on your book throughout, if you're really trading just through Amazon, because the idea is, if you can get into expanded distribution, if you can get into the shops, you're going to be doing okay, possibly. But at the same time, low content books are in the shops are 10 a penny, and it would be a really hard thing to get into. You only have to walk into your local grocery or local news agents or whatnot and look on the shelves there and see what you can find. There's so many books, low content books, and they're going for nothing. So you can understand why some of the bigger companies won't bother with low content books, and you can understand why Amazon doesn't want to have to keep paying, however little that might be, for each ISBN. If they're doing hundreds of books a day, one person publishing hundreds of books a day, that's hundreds of ISBNs. And even if they were a penny, it's money. And that's just one person. But they're not a penny. There'll be more than that, you can guarantee it. Whatever deal Amazon may have, there's still a company dealing with ISBNs. So yeah, it's interesting. It was due. It was going to happen. I thought it was going to be maybe a little bit more serious than that, like actually removing low content books from books in general and putting them into stationery maybe. And maybe that's something in the future. Maybe they'll get to that. Maybe they're working towards that. Maybe they'll bring up all kinds of different categories in low content books. Well, according to Amazon here, and I'll put a link to this page in the description, a low content book has minimal or no content in the interior pages. These pages are generally repetitive and designed to be filled by the user. Common examples include notebooks, planners, journals, and other similar works. Now, I think it's this similar works. They've ruled out already notebooks, planners, journals, and similar works. I think you'd have to throw in sketchbooks, I think maybe something like that, because the pages are repetitive. They're the same thing all the way through. When filling out your description, and you actually get down to the bottom of the page here where you've got to choose categories, to tick this box, e.g. journals, notebooks, and planners. This does not typically include activity, puzzle books, or colouring books, and generally they don't feature repetitive content on each page. So yeah, it's pretty much right there. So there's no real need to be panicking. If you've made a mistake, maybe they'll correct it and they'll put you on the right path. If you do it too many times, they may not be too happy about that. If you put 150 line journals up in a day and you've not ticked that box, you're going to really get on their nerves. Even if it's a computer system, because it will be tagged, and then there might be human interaction, and that's when the problems start. So low content books are not required to have ISBNs and are not eligible for free KDP ISBNs when you create low content books. It's not a problem. Like I said, it's not going to make it, the chances of it making to expanded distribution are slim at the very best. So there's really no point in having a an ISBN. They'll still slap a barcode on. You can stick your own barcode on if you wish, and your own ISBN. You can get barcodes for free pretty much online. And ISBNs, if you're buying them yourself and you're not a big company like Amazon, then expect to pay a lot of money for them. You know, I think my last batch was, I think it was about 10 ISBNs, and it was something like £75 it cost me for them. I'm pretty sure. I'll have to look that up. So just don't hold me quite to that one. But I know it wasn't cheap. And as for the series, yeah, I mean, you can understand that. There's no point in having a series if it's all lined journals. You know, it's just, and that's more problems for them, for Amazon, KDP. So yeah, they're trying to keep it simple so that you can keep creating low content books. They've not just said you're not creating low content books anymore. We've got too many millions of them. They're actually helping you by creating a bit of a workaround to keep you in business, if you like, and to keep them earning from the sales that you make. So everybody's happy. So I wouldn't take offense at it. I wouldn't look at it as a real bad thing. It's actually, really, it's a good thing because they've not removed low content books altogether. They've not put them into stationery. But yeah, it's not a bad thing. So don't panic about it, and keep putting out your low content books if that's what you do.